Thanks for having me first, and I appreciate the call. Well, it has been launched by Mr. Governor and the Deputy Governor. So the first one starts coming April, end of last Saturday in April.
This year?
Yes, April, this coming month, and April 2026, and it's between 6:30 to 8:30 a.m.
Okay, sir.
Yes, it's an obvious challenge that we can all see, and all hands are on deck to fix it. The challenge with Loma is one that can be explained. Now, fixing it is what is paramount to us right now, especially the Alimosho corridor. We have issues, PSP has issues of payment from the people, and is which comes first. The people will say, if you come to cut away, well, of course we will pay, and the PSP people too are also saying that we've been cutting. The performance, payment has been dragging and very at abysmal level, and that's affecting their own performance, because an average PSP is expected to ply an area like 3 times a week, and if they have challenge, this money challenge, this payment challenge here and there, maybe they were struggling to do 2 or once, and what that means is that you start having people patronizing illegal, collectors, and that's why along that corridor, last week gone to all the relay, you start seeing, people waste, bringing waste to that place. So Mr. Governor has directed the Minister of Infrastructure to quickly move in and pave that road for them. That's ongoing with the ministry. And some of these dump sites were winding them down gradually, because they ought to have been shut down, and new ones, open, like Olushoso, ought to have been shut down. But it's still receiving, some, because if you don't create that new one fully, closing this down will create a lot of mess. We already have companies, development partners, home and abroad, sister states from our countries from Africa, like Ghana, Zoom Lion. We have to be very, very, like I use the word creative, to see that our waste, we're generating the most waste in the country. We have the smallest, tiniest land. You understand? So that calls for ingenious approach to the problem. So the coming of Zoom Lion, and others, Lafarge, there is to come and take ample part of those waste, a meaningful part of the waste volume, and convert it. Some will convert it to fertilizers and plastic products that can be recycled, and some will convert it to energy. Now states can produce their own energy. So and all of these things are in our waste. So we're beginning to now separate that. When they get it, they use it to fire their own cane for their own processes. So it is becoming useful. So gone are the days where we just like and say PSP coming to park and dump. No. Those waste generating 14,000 metric tons of waste on daily basis. At the end of the day, maybe if we engage and deploy fully on all of these initiatives, maybe what to end in the dump site may just be maybe a fraction of it, maybe 10% of that waste, or less, or max 15. So the fear of having our waste dumps getting filled excessively can be addressed, would have been addressed along that line.
Thank you.
So early warning first. Early warning. You see, no government most of those on the flood plains have no approval to be there. They aren't supposed to be there. You chase them, you go back there and find a way to put their little houses. But yet they are citizens. They are Nigerians. They are Lagosians. So we will not say because they are still there, let them die. We want them, no. So every time we see danger looming, we'll quickly go and say, everybody there should leave. So we have developed those relationships with, with people, with agencies, with governments, sister state governments, so that all of those sources where the issues come, if anything is to trigger, if anything is to come, we have trigger mechanism in place that gives us, and we quickly alert our people. That's another approach that we're doing. And we have the department domicile within the Ministry of Environment. So it's not a case of we're waiting for NIMET alone. So it's not about waiting for Osun River Basin Authority, from Oyon River, they want to release water. So whilst doing that with them, we're also doing our own to monitor. So monitoring is key, and this is what the ministry has, grown to be able to cover well. Sometimes there are some canal drainages, they look dry. They look dry in parts of the season. They are not actually dry. There's going to be a time that water will use it. And once dry, some people say, there's no water here. They keep dumping waste. They dump waste. And when the water is not actually coming to utilize that part, it's blocked. As often as said, water will find its level. So it will come up trying to surmount the depths, and before you know it, it starts finding its way into the areas, people's houses. It says flood. So what we are doing now, we are doing the early warning, we're doing advocacy and enlightenment programs, markets, community development associations, resident associations, and like that. We're meeting them. And we're encouraging even through the social media and the traditional media. When you see something, you say something. If you find areas where these things are being done, call our attention to it. And it will even be most beautiful if these perpetrators can be, you can assist us to track them. You see someone coming, this man is found on coming to throw waste there. Don't just look away. Hide somewhere, record him, do a cover of him. By the time you do it and we're able to track him down, and we make public his punishment, whatever by legal punishment, because the environmental law carries its own, penalties, and is made public. Some people will learn from there and say, no, we don't even know how to track that man. Let me not go there. It might be my turn.